Aquariums Fishkeepers Club. A collection of people from all over the world. A gathering now, discussing all kinds of things aquatic. It's been really, really good. It's been now running a couple of, probably about 6 weeks. And we're getting people from all over the place discussing all kinds of things. So, yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. Just bear with me. Just got to wait for some people to come in and we'll get underway. Okay. So, all good, all good. Good evening, Ian. How are you doing? Ken, how's it going, buddy? It's just good evening, Sam. Donny, how are you doing, my mate? How's it going? I'm good, mate. Yeah, how's it going? How are the new fish? How's everyone's days been? Ah, yeah, all good. I've managed to get quite a lot done yesterday actually. So the new air pump arrived, so I've got that installed onto there, and then it was a moving air pumps around, so I can get the brine shrimp hatchery working. Good, Ian. You've had a good weekend. Fish from my 125 to my 350, plus a few new additions. Nice, Sam. So what are your new additions, mate? Awesome, Donny. Awesome. Have you been back into that new shop since? See how it's going. If you can hear the brine shrimp hatchery bubbling away and it goes ready, let me know. And I'll just turn it off. But yeah, brine shrimp hatchery is up and running. No, can't hear any air pumps in there now, which is brilliant. So yeah, I've had a bit of a play around. So the new air pump went onto this tank, and it's way more powerful. I don't know if you can see. It is controlling. It is doing both airlines. I think you can see them there. But wow, I'll be honest. Can't really go on about it too much because it's not a sponsored video, but it says it's ultra silent, and to be honest, it is. You have to keep the hatchery running, otherwise it'll die fast. I know, mate. I know. That's me. How I know. How do you know that, Ken? L44 pleco plus some female mollies. Nice, and a pair of epistogrammas. Which epistos, Sam? I'm a bit of a fan of epistograms. I think they're awesome. Let's just see if I can put it down a little bit. There we go. I love epistogramma. There's some stunning ones. Jay, good evening, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, my day's been all right in work, mate. It was okay. It is what it is, isn't it? It was Monday. To be honest, Monday is probably my best day. It's probably my easiest day. It's all downhill from Monday. Killed about 30 batches. Oh, Jesus, Ken. Yeah, hopefully you can't hear it bubbling. I'll try and move it, but hopefully it's all right. But yeah, a new video comes out on Thursday. I'm going to start doing them Thursday regarding the new air pump, because it is really good. It is really good. I'll look up the proper name. Give me a minute. Yeah, no worries, mate. I know there's some crazy names, isn't there? Well, especially with pistos. I mean, beers with the lads. Well, it doesn't get better than that, mate, does it? That's all good. Oh, mate. McMaster. Yeah, mate. They're awesome, aren't they? We've got male and female as well. Oh. I think they breed pretty easily as well, then, you know. Came as a pair. Nice. Yeah, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. I have had a pistogram before. Yeah, man, they're beautiful. That brine shrimp hatchery, I've not had it running for probably about 6 weeks because it went so noisy. So as I've been trying to say, what I've been saying is the new pump has gone on there. The pump that was on there has gone onto the shrimp tank, so that's like way more powerful now in there. The one that was on the shrimp tank has now gone on the brine shrimp hatchery, and now I can have that running with no sound of air pumps whatsoever. Really good. Quite impressed with this new one, to be honest. El Amigo, how you doing? Betters, kind of love them, mate. I don't really have much luck with them, but I do love them. I actually got one. It would be probably about 12 months ago now, and then kind of moved it on to me, mate, because my shrimp tank kind of took off. So it was set up as a shrimp tank. So, and he kept munching on him. It depends, doesn't it? I've never had puffers, Donny, no. To be honest, they do intrigue me though, them little mini puffers, but they're pretty aggressive, aren't they? No matter how cute they look, they are pretty aggressive. But yeah, I can see the appeal, Donny, for sure. Apparently, they are awesome for getting rid of a snail problem as well. I do, yeah. I could easily have a tank of them though, mate, for sure. Little. How big do they grow to, Donny? Because like I know when you watch like Aquarium Co-op, their puffer's massive, innit? With his big front teeth. But I don't know about having something that big. But them little mini puffers, they're awesome. Betters or guppies? I don't know actually, because I'd probably rather have, if you're asking better or guppies, I'd probably rather have betters, but you can only have one in a tank, can't you? So because of that, probably guppies. I think around 80 centimeters. Just a night, mate. Jesus Christ. Can you not give him something to eat that does that for him, Donny? Alien betters are pretty cool. Yeah, mate. I do, to be honest, I do like betters. They are awesome. You can get some proper nice ones, can't you? But like, to be said, if you're going to have them or guppies, I don't know, because you can only have one, can't you? But so it said it's a hard one to answer, really, because both are right in their own right, aren't they? But some of the betters are pretty awesome. It's hard to tell nowadays on some of them. You don't know if they're AI. Especially like on Instagram and that. You see some of the betters you see on Insta and you're like, are they real though? Don't know, do you? It's hard to tell nowadays. Good evening, Natalie. Thank you for joining us. Just started my first planted tank, and a few of my plants have dark spots on the leaves and they're dying. And too much fertilizer caused this. I think dark spots. Oh, I've got a little chart as well. I think dark spots is a nitrate thing, mate. But no, I don't think you can over fertilize, to be perfectly honest. And the fertilizers we get aren't really that strong, Natalie. So no, I don't think you'd be over fertilizing. There you go. Potassium deficiency. Feeding them harder types of food helps them keep the teeth. Kind of like, I suppose it's like hamsters, isn't it? I suppose. How do you trim the teeth on a fish though, mate? Is it difficult, that? Or is that quite a difficult thing to do, trimming the teeth? Good evening, mate. Thanks for joining us. At the moment, I've got four planted tanks and then 2 tubs with plants in, and now, as it turns out, there's guppies in there as well now. So, kind of getting overrun with endlers in the shrimp tank. So, yeah, I've got loads of guppies in the plant tubs now. So, kind of in a 4 with 2 tubs. Kind of don't look at them as being tanks. I'll test them with water. Thanks, Natalie. 19, Ken. There you go. Ken's like, he's an addict, man. I did a poll. I did a poll on Facebook. I was like, how many tanks do you have? And it kind of went 0 to 2, 3 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. And the amount of people were like 80, 100, 250. It's like, what? I ended up redoing the poll. It was amazing. But a lot of people were like, a bucket of water with a plant in it and a fish, and then calling it a pond. I'm like, hang on a minute. Where does it's always got me where does a bucket of water turn into when does a bucket of water turn into a pond? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I think. That's how I think when people say it. It's like someone showed me. It was like, yeah, I've got 200 ponds, but it was buckets of water with plants in. It's like, hang on a minute, taking a pee, aren't you? You know what I mean? Don't know, is it? Am I right or am I wrong? I'd like to know anyone else's opinion. Bucket of water with a plant in it, it's not a pond, is it? Surely. Can't get away with that, can you? It's a way of life. Do you breed and sell as well, Ken? Is that what you do for a living, mate, or is it like a hobby kind of thing, or? Because like I think when you get into like 19 tanks, it is a bit more industrial level, isn't it? You know what I mean? I take it. Do you breed and sell? I've run out of space, me. That's the problem I've got. I think you got to be careful with that clove oil, aren't you? That's how you're supposed to euthanize fish, mate. You gotta be careful if you're using clove oil. I think. I think it's 1 drop for every 4 drops. I think for every liter, and that kills them. That's how the RSPCA recommend. But I wouldn't like to do that, Donny. To be honest, I don't know. I suppose really, like, because I do go fishing. If you cover their eyes, they won't like wiggle and shit. So I take it if you cover their eyes, they kind of lie dormant anyway. So because that's what you kind of do with carp, innit? When you catch a carp, cover their eye, they don't jump about. You never know. It can be a tanker, it's in a clear bin. Cell phones and shrimp, mainly on Reddit. It can be a tank if it's in a clear bin. Yeah, and I'll have that. It's just buckets. Just buckets for the planting. I object to calling them a pond. So I'll be honest, you never go into any. You never go into any like fish store or anything and go to the pond section and they never try to sell you a bucket. You know what I mean? Like here you go, some mini ponds. Bucket. What are you going on about? But yeah, I don't know. I can see it if it's clear, yeah. The jam jar in it at the end of the day, but is aquarium salt good for goldfish and koi? Is that something you could answer there, Ken? Is aquarium salt good for? I wouldn't like to say, to be perfectly honest. I don't think it'd be a problem myself, but I wouldn't say go and do it for sure. I have a pond with like some koi in it down at my mum's, but luckily it never really causes problems. Touch wood. I've never had to do it. Luckily, I have a mate who's clipped his puffer's teeth without any sedation. Yeah, it's not something I'd like to do. I don't do goldfish, but I have heard of that. I think it's a common remedy for lots of stuff. Helps with slime coat too, I've heard. There you go. I'll share. I think I do actually. I do believe it. I think you can, but like I say, I'd definitely do a bit more research. I wouldn't go off just me saying I think you can. I think you can do like salt baths, can't you? Like 30-second salt baths and things like that. Pretty sure, but or whatever the length of time is. But what country are you in, Asher? I do ask that for a reason. It's just because if you're in the UK, I'll just tell you to ring a certain shop that are koi specialist and they'll let you know. So So for anyone who's in at the moment, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, if you could just click the subscribe button, that'd be absolutely brilliant. It just helps support the channel. And the like button as well. My channel is pretty much rainbow fish based on the long form content. I'll release a video every Thursday at 3:15. We also do 4 live streams a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. GMT. And then we also do a Saturday afternoon stream from round about 2 o'clock-ish, again, GMT. And that normally goes on for 3 hours. We did do a bumper stream last Saturday, but it was 6 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours long. 5 hours long. It was we had all kinds of stuff going on in there as well. Obviously, I did the maintenance on my tanks. Ended up doing the FX on there, which is just like, to be honest, I left it too long. I left it way too long. If you look back on it, you can see it's just like, wow, filthy. But so that's all good. But yeah, it's been these meetings have been really good. We're getting people from all over the world coming in, so with all kinds of experience. So this week, so on Sunday, I've done the video for the launches on Thursday. It is a sponsored video by Hyger. I installed the air pump that they supplied me onto this tank here, and well, watch the video on Thursday to see what I think of it, because it's a bit of an eye opener, really, should I say. I think Ashir may have gone. But yeah, I was going to say contacts. There's a really good koi supplier in the UK. And they are like, they're just so good. They just better put them in the right direction. It's always good to find out what's going on around you, innit? With certain shops. I'm quite lucky because the shop up 3 miles up the road from me just win the practical fish keeping koi supplier of the year for the past like 2 or 3 years running, and they are like top notch. So kind of lucky to have that on my doorstep, really. You know what don't really do? There was one about a month to 6 weeks ago. A guy had 70 koi nicked out of his pond. It's like, what's going on? What's going on? It's not, it's big money though, isn't it? That's the thing. Big money, can't be tagged. And unfortunately, it can't be insured. You can't insure pond fish, can you? Or you can't insure fish. Full stop. I think that's the one, Donny. Yeah, it was Stoke. He had 70 koi nicked of all different sizes. I think I can't remember what he was on the radio, actually. They interviewed him on the radio. I can't think the amount, but it's like something like 45 grand or something like that. Can't entirely remember, but wow, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it? Is it going to get to that where you know what I mean? Where people are going to nick your pond fish? What's that about? It's madness. It's madness, but there's got to be money in it, hasn't there? There has to be. So for that case alone, they've either nicked 7. They've gone prepared. They went with buckets and everything. They went prepared. So it takes 70 fish. That's either they're going to stock their own pond, or they've already got a buyer for them. They must have, you know what I mean? You can't just take 70 fish, can you? And have nothing, unless, I know it used to happen years ago around the Manchester area, like fisheries would go nicking other ponds' prime fish, and that used to happen a lot. And then move them to another pond. Used to go on like way too often. That my sister has around 30 koi in a pond. I was telling her she needs to be careful. They're becoming quite popular to the scumbags. Yeah, Donny. I definitely any form of CCTV for sure. You know what? You can even get little cheap cameras on Amazon. I got one. It's called, funnily enough, it's called Blue Ram. There you go. And it was like, I think it was like 35 quid. And you just put an SD card in the back, or you can pay for cloud storage, and it's top notch. And it's, you know what I mean? It just records. You can have it recording all the time, or movement. It records at night. But yeah, definitely have one of them just in the window filming your pond, just to pick up anything you can. It's just, man, it's just frightening, isn't it? Guppy Man UK, how you doing, mate? So I've been busy doing my tank. So what's going on, man? What's going on in the tank? How are them new fish settling in? It is Reese, I take it. Kobe Cobus. Good evening. How are you? Can you J? Depends what J is, man. She's quite lucky. She's got CCTV and 2 mastiffs. Yeah, I mean, the 2 mastiffs will probably help them quite a lot, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, mate. To be honest, doesn't everyone just need CCTV nowadays in the UK? It's frightening, but you do. Can you keep male better in a 16-litre bowl? To be honest, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, Kobe, to be perfectly honest. I did put a better in a 19-litre tank, 19-litre square, and it was okay. But if I look at that and think, take 3 litres out of that, it kind of starts looking a little bit small. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I thought it was, Reese. Thought it was. How's those guppies coming along, mate? Are they all right? Been buying more guppies today. Bought a new oxygen air pump. Right. So what have you been back to Pear today, mate? Or have you been elsewhere? And what air pump did you buy? 5 gallons is the lowest I'd go. Yeah, this is it, Ken, isn't it? You don't want to go too. You've got to think about them, haven't you? Like, I just, my 19-litre, it was actually bought for a shrimp tank. Simple as. Shrimp, fine in that. And then I just had no success for shrimp. So I ended up kind of fell in love with this better when I went into the shop. It was awesome. So I ended up thinking, I know what, I'll put him in there. But then all of a sudden the shrimp kind of blew up. It was weird. But he was picking them off. So yeah, I kind of rehomed him to my mate. So Danish 88, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. Nice chatting with you as well, mate. Away from this. Hope you're doing good. No idea of litre to gallon conversion. I think 5 litres round about 20 gallon, mate. I think 5 gallons about 20 litre, mate. I think I might be totally wrong though. I can't convert it into myself in my head. I don't know. But I'm too old for that. To be perfectly honest. Still working pints, me, really. Must be in the family. All got fish and dogs. I'm quite lucky. I've got cane calf. So he gets near my own. But I still would be constantly fair at the moment. Yeah, definitely, Donna. Definitely, it's madness at the moment. It's madness. It's like, really, to be honest, when you think some of the shops, like say there's 2 shops near me and they're both stock koi, and like their security must be like amazing. Got to be. I know one of them definitely. Well, they both have actually. They both got like ram bars outside, so they can't get ram raided. It's frightening, isn't it? You're looking forward to getting new fish tomorrow, Danish. Well, go on. What you getting? I love it. I love it. 20 litre is about 5 gallon. Yeah, I thought it was, Donny. Yeah, kind of a working old man brain. Clementine, hello. How are you? Hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm just gonna grab a drink, guys. It's been to Pair Aquatics. Say Aqua pH 750. I'm fine, Clementine. Yeah, I'm good. It's been working. So we had a bit of a bumper stream on Saturday that was like over 5 hours, and it was really good actually. I know he's not in at the moment, but Myers was so helpful on Saturday. It was really good, and I think he stayed around for like pretty much the whole 5 hours of the stream as well. So it's got to take my hat off to him there. That's it, mate. Thumbs up for everybody, because it was like 5 hours, and so many people came and like stayed in as well, and just helped out. It was an awesome event, really. But got to admit, I was totally knackered afterwards, but it was fair dues to everybody. It was really good. It was really good. Let me just grab a drink, guys. Where am I from, Clementine? Manchester, England is where I am. Right. I know, mate. You got to watch that, haven't you? Them one-way valves are pretty decent for that, aren't they? Do get them with that new Hyger. That new Hyger is really, really good, to be perfectly honest. Kind of impressed with it. 2 Nigerian reds, 1 albino. Are they coming tomorrow, Danish, then? This is with Tropco, isn't it, as well? I need to go and check them out, you know. I wonder if they deliver Saturdays. They had more pregnant guppies. You're just going to be overrun for, mate, aren't you? Clementine, yeah, mate, I'm Manchester. Manchester. Jeff Pelham Aquatics. Hello from America. Good evening, Jeff. Hope you're well. Am I passionate about fish? You know what? I love it. I just love the hobby. It's brilliant. It's not just the fish. I like the planted tank side of it as well. I just kind of I like it all. But yeah, I am pretty passionate about it. Yeah, I would have way more tanks if I had a lot more space. Don't have the space, unfortunately, but oh right, okay. I might have to have a look at that. Saturday is obviously the only day really I haven't delivered. But yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. Drago, thanks for joining us. United or City? Obviously, has to be United, mate. Has to be. United did everything they could through self-sufficiency, not being bought out by a multi-billionaire oil company. That's all I'll say though, because I'm not really into my football, to be honest. But United all day, mate. Doing well. Nice, Jeff. Nice. Jeff lives about an hour from me. Oh, does he come round and sample your ribs then, Ken, or do you not share? I struggle to get delivery on Saturday. I know, but Donny, I'm the same, mate, but I can't even get deliveries during the week. That's the problem. That's the problem with me. It's horrendous. I can't even get coffee delivered. What's that about? Honestly. I can't even deliver coffee. So I have to go and collect it from somewhere. It's just, it's horrendous. I live in an apartment block. They can get in. I've cambered up outside. Won't leave it outside the door. It's just horrendous getting someone to deliver it. As if you'd have seen a few weeks ago when I was having plants delivered on the Friday stream. Even the postman doesn't come here. Nice to meet you. And you too, Jeff. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. I did send you pictures of my guppies tank on Twitter. Oh, right, I'll have to have a look. I don't. There, mate. I will have to have a look. Today, was that today, mate? Or have you just... I don't think I've ever received any pictures on Twitter, I don't think. I'll have to have a look, mate. I can't remember. Will, good evening, buddy. Would you be more likely to have a tank without plants or a tank without fish? You know what? I think I'd go tank without fish. Planted tank without fish. It's weird, really, because I obviously I do love my fish, but it's the aquatic gardening side of it I kind of like as well. And now, to be honest, this morning I was fertilizing the CO2 tank before I went to work, and I was like, right, this APT3 is kind of like, it's not close. It's close to running out, but it's not going to run out in the next few weeks. But I'm thinking of getting some of that kit now, Will, and try to get your head around it before, so you can have it ready and know where I'm at with it in my head. So I'm thinking of ordering that within hopefully within the next month, and try and get my head into it a little bit. You had a fish before, but it died. Not man. Does happen though, Clementine, sometimes. Just don't let it put you off. Ken, where you at? Obviously, he doesn't let you come out of his ribs then, Jeff. Worst thing is, mate, I'll cover you forever. Are you? Oh, mate, you're not round my way though, Donny. So I used to work for DHL, mate. Kind of. It's just I don't know what it is round here. I just don't know what it is. I've been here 18 years, and to be honest, a good half of it, it's been a nightmare getting stuff delivered here. So. Yes, no, also. 3 days ago, Reese. Right. I don't think I've received it, mate. I will check though. I will check. I don't really do much on Twitter, mate. I kind of just have the odd rant, to be honest, on Twitter. Kind of try and put the world straight without getting arrested in the UK. That's what I try and do on Twitter, really. But yeah, mate. I'll check though, because I don't know. This is what happened with Hyger. They sent me a personal message like months ago, and I didn't realise, and I looked in the personal messages and it was there. I was like, oh, no way, man. They sent it months ago. Anyway, they still sent me the stuff, but I was like, oh man, if I've missed out on that for not checking it, and I still don't check it now. Don't get it. I think I set up the thing to like all the social media to like promote the channel, and then forget that people might actually try and contact me on it. I know it is a hard question there, and it is a hard question, but I do like the aquatic gardening side to it. And if you could have a couple of, if you could sneak your shrimp in there as well, even better. I love the planted side, Jeff. Like years ago, you were limited to what plants you got, but now it's just such a massive variety, and I'm a nightmare for swapping plants around. I kind of love it. I have been looking. I'm seriously looking at the rainbow fish tank and thinking it needs some work doing to it, because the Anubias is like massively overgrown. If I start moving that massive clump of Anubias, I may as well just kind of start afresh. That'll be a stream, an all-day stream, maybe. Josh, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Fancy coming to skate my 6.7 community tank? I'd love to, Josh. I love the scaping side of it. To be honest, one of my neighbours said, oh, will you come and do my tank for me? I was like, no, do it. You need to do it yourself. It's the best. It's like, you get to know your tank if you build it yourself, don't you? If you scape it yourself, you know your tank. You know what could have potential dead spots, so you can keep an eye on it. But I think the best part is scaping it. Just don't do what I did when I bought a load of potted plants ages ago. I set up a tank and bought a load of potted plants, and I lay them all out, and then couldn't remember what plant was what and where they went, because they were all the blister pack things, and I was like, oh no, which ones are like really front, middle, and back? I was like, I don't know, I can't remember. I laid them all out and was like, no, what have I done? Yeah, that was but you learn by your mistakes, don't you? Especially after a few weeks when you've got all your plants that you're supposed to go at the back at the front. And I did kind of suss it out, but yeah, it was one of them. It was a one of them silly mistakes. How big will your shark get? Oh, mate, they can grow to a good few inch, can't they? But he does seem to have kind of grown to the tank now, really. He's been at that size. I'm just kind of looking and thinking, he's probably about 3.5 to 4 inch. And he's been that size for a while. So, but they pretty much grow to the tank, don't they? But they can grow massive, can't they? Black red tail sharks. They can grow quite big. They are. It is an arm and a leg, Josh. It's not cheap anymore, is it? It's not cheap anymore. So you've got to look for little things to try and make a little bit of money back. Selling Java moss, selling Java fern, selling stem plants. Just anything to try and make a little bit of money back. Selling babies if you can get them successfully breeding. UK scape centric, whereas other countries seem to be fish. I know scaping has kind of got a grip in the UK, mate. It has, but see, the UK has always been something where we've always kind of taken pride in our gardens, or a lot of the people in the UK have always taken pride in the gardens. So now with aquariums, see, like I'm on a main road here. And if I have my blinds open, I'm on the ground floor. If I have my blinds open, you can see my 2 main tanks. And I can be sat watching TV and I can see people stop and looking through the window at the tanks because, yeah, they look great. They look great when you're in here looking at them. But when you walk past and you see them from outside, they look absolutely like spectacular. So you do get people watching. And I think nowadays when people start watching things like on YouTube and seeing the scapes that people do, it just YouTube's a good way of showing people that you can do it as well. You know, like I've done my CO2 tank build. It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake, and like I'm learning the CO2 thing. So, but it's not too hard, you know, and you can get your tank looking awesome. It's like YouTube's just a good way of showing people that look, you can do this as well because it's a piece of cake. Nothing, it's not hard. I would, to be, I'd like, I can never pronounce it. You know, you got the Lake Malawi, the Lake Tanganyika. I don't know. The one begins with a T anyway. It was like some like all the cichlids, spectacular colours, aren't they? So yeah, I think like there's a guy I work with. He's got an 8 foot, or a couple of 8 foot tanks of cichlids. I've never seen them, but I have like seen pictures of them. He doesn't. I don't think he has any plants in them, but I think you can get away with things like Anubias. So it'd suit me, to be honest, because I've got more Anubias than I bet I've got more Anubias than Tropica at the moment. We love the green. We do love the green. We do. Yeah, that's the one, Donny. Tanganyika, whatever. Yeah, something like that, innit? But to be honest, I saw some today on Instagram. They were beautiful. I think it's more cichlids aren't good for planted tanks. So they do savage your plants, don't they? My rainbows were attacking the lotus again last night, and I've kind of turned the wave maker off because that's what I thought had caused it. But weird, I've not had time to move the wave maker either, and I know it's not going to take that long, but I've just not had a chance. It's just been too busy. I've decided I'm not buying any more guppies. I've got enough. Yeah, you say this, Reese, but when it comes to weekend, and you look, have they got Pair Aquatics got an online catalogue, Reese? Because that's dangerous, isn't it? That's dangerous, isn't it? These shops that have online catalogues, that's just dangerous. You've already spent loads of money before you even go in. Have I ever kept rainbow shiners? I haven't, quite, no. But there could be somebody in at the moment that has. If you want to throw a question out there, mate. Famous last words. That's right, Will. There's no way in the world. Like, we've known Reese for a few weeks now, and I can pretty much safely say there's no way in the world he's not buying any more. He's bought 200 guppies in the past 2 weeks, so there's no way. You've got it bad. You've got it bad, Reese. You've got it bad, mate. There's no way you're stopping, mate. Guppies are your crack, for sure. I like them all, Donny, to be honest. I do like. They're kind of, a lot of the cichlids are just beautiful, aren't they? It's probably the next level to really saltwater, aren't they, with the colours and things like that. But yeah, kind of, they are awesome. I wouldn't mind a cichlid tank, but I think I would want to go big. But then again, I want to go big all the time, so. All your tanks are full, but the thing is, Reese, is the room full? That's the thing, Reese, isn't it? Is the room full? I bet you can squeeze in a few more tanks if you look. Because that's why I always look. I'm forever looking to stick a few more tanks. It's a nightmare, isn't it? It's a nightmare. Actually, I had to tell myself off before because my bedside table. I was like, a little tank. It's like, don't even go there, no bed. Just looked and thought, you know what? No, don't even think about it. This is right, Will. Yeah, it will. I took a load of endless out of the shrimp tank last week. I couldn't get those bloody pregnant females out though. I just couldn't get them out. So they ended up in the tubs with all the plants. But now I look in there, and there's just loads in there again. Now he's like, no, stop it. If male guppies had to pay child maintenance, they'd be skint as hell, wouldn't they? Hence the name. Yeah, mate. That terror regarding aggressive to others, you mean, Donny? Good evening, Pete. How you doing, mate? See, Reese knows already. He's not arguing, is he? He knows there's more guppies coming. He knows it's happening. I am a bad influence, mate. I know how it works, though. I know how it works, mate. Like, this is the thing. And I've had it said to me. In fact, a famous fish keeper said it to me. Fish shop Matt actually said, because I was like, I'm now fully stocked, and he said, have you still got a sofa in your lounge? I was like, yeah. He went, you've still got room then. And he's like, oh man, you know, it is. Everyone kind of looks. I sit here, you plan things like, could something go on there? It's an addiction. This is it. See, Ken's feeling it. This is it, isn't it? It's so just look any nook and cranny in it. Let's face it, right? Yeah. If koi could live in bath water, you'd have a fucking koi in your bath, wouldn't you? Simple as. There's no question about it. If koi could live in bath water, you'd have koi in your bath for sure. Just like you don't stand on them. Get a little pedicure while you're having a shower. They are little rogues. Yeah, this is the thing with cichlids, though, aren't they? They are quite aggressive. But I think someone was saying on Saturday that kind of, if you I think that's what they were saying, is if you overstock cichlid tanks, they're not as aggressive. Or he may have just meant the other way around, and maybe I read it wrong. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there was like, the more the merrier. Because I know they are kind of, the guy who I work with is like well overstocked, but I think he runs like on an 8-foot tank. He has 2 FX6 running on it, so massively like filtered. Yeah, that's what I thought. Will taking the male from the females now, they'll still. Pretty sure guppies aren't female guppies born pregnant. I'm pretty sure there's a name for it. It gets hold of you when you get the bug. I'm planning to reinforce on the floor for 510 litre liquid. It's right, Donna. It's the massive addiction. Massive addiction. Because one's not enough. One's not enough. I got my 240 litre. I went to the shop to buy a smaller tank to put fry in, and came out with a 300 litre. Then I went to buy a small tank and got a 60 litre. I know it's like small, but not the smallest tank in the world. And then I went out and got a small shrimp tank. And I still look now. I reinforced my coffee table so I could throw a tank on that. It's like, I literally have nowhere else I can put anything. No, they're not. Oh, are they not, Kenneth? I always thought they were. But if you get tagged by a male, we'll use that sperm for a year. I always thought they were kind of born already pregnant. Do you have a recommendation for UK fish events, not trade specific? I 4 events a week. These live streams, they're always highly recommended. I've never done a fish event, mate. In all the time I've depends whereabouts we are in the UK as well, mate. Have I ever been to a fish? I think I've ever been to one in the UK. I would like to do like Aquashella though, or something like that. You know, have you ever done Aquashella, Ken? Or it's something I'd like to do. I would like to do something like that, but you don't really hear of any events in the UK, and I never hear of any. Now I've never even seen any on Facebook being advertised. There's always room for another. Oh, mate, I know. Probably would. To be honest, I have thought about like moving the DVD rack and putting it back there, but no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Watch this space. Fish pregnancy is called gravid. Ken Holmes, you've been in Hollywood. Massive depth, knowledge. And yeah, this is the thing, Ken, innit? They're bloody never local, are they? I'd love to do it though. I would love to do it. You never know one day. You never know. Channel takes off, you might get invited. But yeah, it would be something I'd like to do at some point, for sure. I don't know of any kind of events like that in the UK though. I think I may have done one years ago when I think about it, like Bowlers, which was like an exhibition centre in town, in Manchester town city centre. Well, not even just on the outskirts really, but yeah, maybe I've done one years ago, but I never even hear of them anymore. Might be worth Googling actually and see if there's do anything like that. Yeah, Ken's regular as well. Donny is a good bloke, man. It's not just his knowledge in fish as well, mate. It's his. We went through his smoking of his ribs a few weeks ago. Made us all bloody hungry. But it's nice when we get these people coming in, Donny, innit? It's nice when you've got this group of everyone coming in. That's it. That's what the club's all about. It is so much better. I have kind of changed the name to Fishkeepers Club as well. I did do a little poll, but I decided on it anyway. Fishkeepers Club sounds better than Fish Club, so. But it's nice just everyone coming together and finding stuff out in it. It's just me trying to make people buy more tanks and that. Oh, is the Pete? I'll have a look. I'd just like. I know. You'll know where Bowlers is, won't you? You'll know where Bowlers is, Pete. So I know. I think years ago they did like an exhibition there. So I might be kind of worth looking at. Every now and again they may do these little exhibitions, and it's probably like shops trying to sell off old stock and that, innit? But yeah, it'd be nice. It would be nice to go to an exhibition, try and pick up some cheap gear and that, and I don't know. I'm one for new shops. Like Donny's just got a new shop open near him, and I'm like well jealous because it's like, oh, I want to go to a new shop. I took a couple of years ago. I took like 2 weeks off work and spent the time going to pretty much every aquarium in the northwest. It was great doing it, but I wish I hadn't done it now because I've got nothing new to look at. He does, Donny. He does. It is. It's nice getting these people in. Like we get when Rainer comes in as well. He's like breeds all kinds. I think when it was Rainer, we were talking about breeding betters on Saturday because Saturday stream as well, guys. Because there is more of you in now as well. So Saturday stream was awesome. We did over 5 hours, and there's a good. Like all my moderators that came in kind of stayed throughout as well. It was really, really good. So I'd like to say thanks to you all. It was really, really good. It got me like nearly 60 hours of watch time as well. So this time next week, I will have gone over that milestone for sure. So I do appreciate that, guys. So anyone who's in at the moment that's not a subscriber to the channel, ding the subscribe button, the like button, show some love in the chat. We do 4 live streams per week, which is the Fishkeepers Club, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. GMT, Saturday afternoon from 2 p.m.-ish GMT. And I launch a video every Thursday, at 3:15. So the channel is Rainbow Fish based. Go check out some of the videos. There's videos on all kinds, euthanasia, how to set up planetary tanks, how to care for planetary tanks. Loads of videos regarding different types of rainbow fish on there. There's a video on there that does quite well regarding crebensis as well. I do a care guide. We get on the Lotus Tiger Lily because I somehow have some great success with the Lotus Tiger Lily. Although you wouldn't have thought that on Saturday when one of the bulbs had come up on this and it ended up being rotten. It just burst in my hand, so that's quite unfortunate. But it did drop like a sprout of lotus, which I have planted, and it does seem to be doing pretty well. So something may have come from losing that bulb anyway. So hopefully. So yeah, go and check out the channel. There's loads of different videos on there, all educational, all free of charge, all good. Put a lot of time in, so check them out. Let me know what you think. Sunday the 10th of November, Bradford. I work in Bradford as well. Yeah, that's right, Pete. Yeah, they used to do computer fairs every Saturday, wasn't it? You'd go and buy all your snide films and music and blank DVDs and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they every now and again they do an aquarium one. Might be worth keeping an eye open for that. It used to be a nightclub at night as well, didn't it? Bowlers, which is a bit mad. I think one weekend a month turned into a nightclub. I see a fish wholesalers in London speaking to the owner about because he sell his most expensive fish. And he said very low in the south. Most expensive stuff goes up to the Midlands. No way. But it's mad, that, isn't it? I wonder what he classes as like expensive stuff as well. There is a good wholesalers around here, but they don't let you in. They don't let you in unless you've got a license to sell pets. Otherwise, they won't let you through the door. I did blag my way in there like years ago. Told them I was setting up a business for hiring out fish tanks and doing the upkeep in like restaurants and things like that. So they did let me in, but kind of opens your eyes to how much we pay to what shops pay, shall I say. Won't say anymore. But mate, my God. Some bloodworm and brine shrimp. Donny, I'm going to try and get out this weekend. I need to. So a couple of weeks ago, you could have been in. You may have been in, but we started talking about doing Daphne, our own Daphnia cultures. I think it actually may have even been with Ken as well, actually, because I know Ken does his own white worm and that. But yeah, I'm going to try and get out this weekend to do. I want to do a Daphnia culture as well. So I've got the brine shrimp hatchery going. Get a Daphnia culture going. Kind of Should be good. I can believe it up, not up in the northwest quite as well, because there's quite a lot of shops around here. We are lucky around like the Manchester area and surrounding like towns. There's loads, but I want new ones. Just want someone to open a big new one. Fishing Geek, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Hardscaping a 38 litre from Daniel as well, watching. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. Are you on Instagram? If you are, mate, follow us and send us some pics. I like watching as they build. Yeah, mate. That's all good. Ken's Aquatics. Yeah, guys, go and check that out. Have you not managed to find any red rainbows? No, mate. I haven't, no. But I am going to consider... I am going to consider this Tropco. I need to find out at work, because I'm pretty sure I've still got a few days holiday. So if I can book some days holidays, I may look at trying to get some delivered, because I just want to get some. I want some in the rainbow tank. You know, Ken, there's a young lad comes in called Todd, and he was going on about him, and I think he had some, and it's something I've never seen in the UK, mate. But I kind of like, when I came off stream, I googled it and saw they were amazing. Very, like, I've got Susies, but they only like colour up for about an hour over the day, and then otherwise they're like a silverfish. But yeah, then millennials are just like something amazing, then, aren't they? This is it. Donny's just nailed it there. Just it's weird. It's weird. Last year went through quite a good stage of being able to get loads of different ones, but it seems to have dried up. Good start of gobies, fresh water. I've got some blue neon gobies, quite, and I think you got to kind of have minimum 6. But yeah, I've had them in the rainbow tank for about 3 years, and they're cool. They do tend to like all hang about together as well. But yeah, blue neon gobies, they're beautiful. They don't grow that big either, they're about 1 inch. They don't have red rainbows at the moment. They did. Oh, story of my life, Will. They'll have them all year round till the day I want them, and then they won't have them that day. I'd made a mistake about a year ago, because they had them in a shop near me, but they looked a bit tatty. They didn't look great. But apparently, that's why shops don't stock them, because red rainbows, when they're young, apparently they don't really look that great. So yeah, it's one of them, innit? I should have got them. Kicked myself. Same with them Australians a couple of weeks ago as well. I kind of went down there on Saturday morning to have a look what they had and see if they did have any different rainbows in. And I was there at 9:20 and it was closed. So I thought, I bet they open at 10. So I tootled off, because I had to be back home to do the stream for 12. And it turns out they open at 9:30, so I could have waited like 5 minutes. But story of my life. Always too early. I do like the Park and Sonai as well, or Parkinson's Rainbow. I kind of like them. I do like my rainbows though. I do. So many different beautiful beautiful species of them. Got a little bit of Corey action going on there as well just then. So hopefully, there has been definitely some baby Corys in there because there's some that are a lot smaller. But should be. That's what I see them when they're really young. Have you ever watched Mark Aquatics? Don't think so. Quite no. Seems like he doesn't upload anymore. Seems great, yeah. I know I've got info. It's hardcore. It's really hard. It's for a 5-minute video, and I'm not even joking. A 5-minute video can take 8 hours. There's a lot of work goes into them. I pretty much on a Sunday I will start around about midday, and I tend to close my laptop around about 10 o'clock at night. So each video gets about 10 hours work put into it, and that's before you like research everything just to make sure you're not putting out any kind of misinformation. It's a lot of work into it, mate. That's why I'm kind of pushing now. The push on Saturday was the final drive that will take my watch hours over so I can get full monetization. And then hopefully then it kind of like, once I've qualified for monetization, it might make life a bit easier. So, because you put all this work in and don't get a penny for it, you know, there's a lot of work. And I know YouTube make money on my stuff, I know we do. We already make money on my gear by putting adverts in it already. So it'd be nice to be able to like hopefully get a little bit back for the amount of work you put in. But I can understand why if he stops, mate, because it's hard. It's hard. There's billions of hours of videos on YouTube, and somehow you've got to get people to watch yours over everyone else's. It's difficult. So it's probably a time issue, quite. I gave up. I restarted this time last year, but I kind of gave up on it because it was just too much time. And it was actually Richard at Fishkeeping Answers, the shrimp guy on YouTube, who like we were talking and he was like, narrow it down to just one thing rather than do everything aquarium based. So I did down at Rainbow Fish, and that's where we are now. And it was like, yeah, it's him that taught me back into starting up on the YouTube, mate. So otherwise we wouldn't be here now doing this. I'd kind of binned it off. I'm thinking about some South American tetras, but unsure whether on Colombian or Buenos Aires. I'll be honest with you, mate. I do like them Buenos Aires. I do. 3G. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I hope you are well. Richard's a top guy. He is, mate. He is. Got a lot of respect for Richard. I have got his book actually. I bought his ebook. I bought when he brought it out as an ebook at first. I bought it on the Neo Caribbean shrimp. I bought that, and I've just bought the paperback version. It is sat down at my mum's because I have everything delivered there. There you go. That shows about deliveries. I don't even have a book delivered here. I have everything delivered to my mum's house. Kind of what you've got to do. That's why I'm always wary. 3 more Corey eggs. Nice, Will. Did you manage to get them out again as well? But yeah, going back, Richard is top. So anyone who's got shrimp should go on Richard's channel for sure. He turned my shrimp keeping days around. I spent a lot of money trying to do shrimp and failed miserably. and he helped me out loads with shrimp and the channel, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I'll always big up his channel for sure. Nice, Will. Nice. What quarries are they, Will? You sold 72-litre tank today, Reese. There you go. You've got room. There you go. You've got room straight away for another tank. Pygmy. Oh, nice, mate. Nice. I didn't expect you to come back in with a pygmy. With pygmy quarries. Something you don't really see much of up here as well. I don't really see. I have got some pygmy quarries in the CO2 tank, but it's something you don't really see that often. I don't think you do anyway. There's something about quarries, though, isn't there? I have them in all my tanks, apart from the shrimp tank, but I do love them. Someone came in the other week. They got some of the gold laser. And I was like, yeah, I've got some of them. They were out before. The gold laser quarries, they're awesome. But I still tend to like the peppered though. Venezuelans, yeah, mate. I had some black Venezuelans, but that's something I gave up on the black ones. So for those that aren't in the UK, Pets at Home is like, I take it as like Petco or whatever in America. It's like a big, like, generic pet superstore, and they had black quarries, black Venezuelan quarries, and I bought a dozen of them from there, and yeah, they didn't survive at all. It was quite weird, really. And I kind of bought some from another place and they didn't do well. And I was like, well, maybe it's the water around here, but I know Pets at Home is, no, it's all right. Donny, I don't think you could have used any other terminology to say that. I don't think it wouldn't have been the right effect. And this is now, I did mention on Saturday, so I go to Pets at Home to get their frozen food, because you get 5 packs of frozen food for 12 quid. I think it's the best offer that you can get around, definitely around here anyway. So I always but I go and have a look at the fish, and they had peppered corydoras. And I've been saying on the stream for the past month that you can't get peppered corydoras, and I want some. To be honest, I want 6 for the rainbow tank, and I want 6 for the angel tank. And they had peppered cories, and I left that shop with just the frozen food. Didn't get the peppered cories, and I've been saying for a month easily that I've not seen them in the shops for at least 18 months, really. So that just kind of backs up what you say there, Donny. It was like, I don't really want to get them from here. It's good for, like I say, it's good for buying the frozen food. I think it's the better deal. They used to do 5 for a tenner. It's now 5 for 12, but everyone else is like 4 for 12. So see more cross-channel content. To be perfectly honest, I would like to invite Richard onto here and have like a guest. MD would be awesome. Matt would be awesome, mate. But I am like, where they're big pond fish in the YouTube pond, mate, I'm stuck in a little puddle compared to them. So how nice would it be to get someone like Matt on answering questions to people, or MD answering scaping questions? But I'll be honest, mate, I don't think them coming on here would benefit them in any way. So it'd be nice if they'd come on, because it'd grow my channel probably 50-fold. But I don't think they'd want to put the time in, mate, because I don't think they'd really get any benefit. It wouldn't benefit their channel in any way. I might be wrong though, but I don't think it'd. Like Richard, I probably would be able to, because I do speak to Richard, and like, to be honest, like Saturday evening, he messaged me going, "Have you just done 5 hours of streaming?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "That's hardcore." 5 hours, because I was knackered when I came off. I was proper tired, but kind of enjoyed it though. It's hard to trust a shop like that when you have had livestock in the past. Yeah, this is it, Donny. I went into one of the pets at home, not the one in my hometown actually. It was one on like a bit further away. And as I walked in, I kind of heard one of the staff say, "If he wants fish, don't sell them." And I was like, "No, I don't really buy many fish in here. Well, the only things I really bought is like Otto Sinclair and a Mano shrimp is the only thing really that I'll buy from pets at home." And I kind of turned around and went, "Just so you know, mate, I've got 20 tanks." And I just walked off, and it was like, obviously I haven't, but it's like, how can you even say that? How can you even say that? You don't know people's circumstances to make that decision. They are like, and then they quiz you. And what's it going into this? What's it going in with? What other fish have you got? Have you got any experience? I've got more experience than you, mate. So they like the fish police at pets at home. Sometimes it's silly. So now I go in. It's very, very rare that I buy fish from there, but when I have bought fish from there, I'll go in and I'll just get a picture of my tank, and they'll go, "What's going in that?" And then we see it, and they go, "All right, okay, that's it." It ends the question straight away. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm on about. So I'd rather go to the little shop. So like the Maidenhead Aquatics for me, the one at Wigan is like, that's my proper like go-to shop. I am lucky because I have two shops that are not far away from me that are great for going in for the little things and for the like the more common like fish, like your gouramis and your guppies and platies and things like that. But if you're looking for more the different types of rainbows, then like the Susie, then yeah, you've got to go a little bit further afield, a bit more specialist. They have ideas way above the stations, Donny. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. How can they judge? How can they judge? Like, it's just like, Buys, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us this evening. Yeah, Donny, to be perfectly honest, mate, I'm really lucky with Maidenhead Aquatics. There isn't one in my hometown, so I'm not like 100% lucky. But I'd say within 10 mile, there's one about 10 mile away, and then I go to the one that's like 30 mile away. There's one in Preston, which is kind of around about the same amount of time. Then there's two in Cheshire, which are like half an hour's drive away. And like they all have their own little special niches. Like I'm lucky really, because the one at Wigan tends to get quite a lot of rainbow fishing. There's one at Woodford, and if you wanted like Siamese fighters or betters, wow, that is like it's the place to go, you know. So kind of lucky because they all have their own little niches. The one around there. What does BGN stand for? It's just an abbreviation of my surname, guys. California. Is it nice and... what's the weather like in California at the moment, then? I take it, it'll be coming into winter, what, will it? Be coming into winter? I don't know. Do you have winters in California? I don't know, I've never been. We have a Maidenhead here. I'm not a big fan. Communal filters. Yeah, they are communal filters, mate. You just have to be careful, don't you? You have to be honest with you, like, just be careful when you're buying. If you see any like diseased fish, you've got to kind of rule out that bit of section, haven't you? But I know the one I go to do use UV as well. It kind of helps sterilize the water. Yeah, they are. Some of the staff in the pets at home, mate, are really bad. Some of them are pretty decent. Like the one in Bury, where I go from buying food, there used to be a girl in there a couple of years ago, and she was awesome. And there is a few in there that are all right, but some of them just think they are something. $70 degrees and sunny in California. Oh man, it's like it's about 7 degrees here, mate, and what's sunny? I live in Manchester, England, mate. Sunny to us is like, what's sunny? What is it? What's the sun? You got some sushi from Marseille? Yeah, I love the sushis. They are like, to be honest, the sushi rainbows I think are like, especially out of the ones I've got personally, they are my favourites. But like I say, they only kind of colour up for a couple of hours, whereas the Bozeman's tend to be like coloured all day, and the blues tend to be coloured all day. The westerns, they don't really lose their colour, but the sushis lose the colour quite a lot. The silverfish for 23 hours of the day, really. But when they do show the colour, it's spectacular. Yeah, I do like them. Well, I'm not sure if they all use UV systems, but they probably do. I think they're like, I'm not sure if they are, but I take it like a franchise. So I take it they'll have like a certain standard. I think they're a franchise. I would have thought they are. Yeah, mate, you're right there, Donny. If it's not raining, it's gonna rain. It's terrible. Manchester's terrible. Then they have a cheat to put a hose pipe ban on you in the summer. Blue skies. Now you're just showing off now, guys, for sure. Yeah, just showing off. What's a blue sky? I think the blue sky is behind that cloud stuff that we get. But I've got to admit, I do moan about our weather, mate, but it's not compared to what you kind of get. I know you get some really nice weather, don't you, in the States, but you do get your fair share of bad weather as well, don't you? Which is like what we kind of only get. We get the tail end of your bad weather. So when we're getting like 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds where you've been getting it at 200. So can't really complain, can I? But we don't get the tail end of your good weather, though. That's what we've got to complain about. We only get the tail end of your bad weather. It's true that, isn't it? We get the tail end of America's bad weather, but we don't get any part of your good weather. It's not fair. You bloody keep that to yourself, don't you? But you don't keep that bad weather to yourselves. Sods. It's not right. Yeah, Donny, it is. It is. It's the. I think they say it's the Pennines that do it, but should put a wind farm up on the Pennines. It'll blow it over, then, won't it? So the worst case of Vic in a shop on Saturday. I'm not sure we're buying from them again. I know, mate. You've got to be really careful, ain't you? I have a bit of a. I did a video on it. It's probably the fish owner's nightmare, but it's what I look for when I go into a shop. I can understand if a shop's busy, I'll have it. It's good. It's a great sign if a shop's busy, but if a shop's quiet, and I know they are going to get shops that are quiet, you're not going to be busy all the time, are you? But I just like to go into a shop, and if it's quiet, and like, sad to say, but if all the staff are standing around and there's dead fish in the tanks, or the tanks need cleaning or whatever, that's a big red flag for me. Poor Valencia is basically underwater, mate. It is, isn't it? We I think with the UK, really, we just get a constant of poor weather, don't we? Rather than like extreme. We can get our bad weather, can't we? Where it's like proper windy for a bit, but not to the point where with the States and that. It's the busiest you've ever seen them. Yeah, I know you're gonna get it, aren't you? But it's one of them minutes. Sometimes UK is just grim, but we are lucky. We don't have any of those natural disasters. I know, mate. We don't get earthquakes, do we? We get the odd tremor, don't we? But like even that's died off now. They've stopped fracking. We used to get quite a lot of tremors in Manchester because of the fracking, because there was a fracking site not far away from here. So we used to get quite a lot of tremors. I know, I believe Blackpool was really bad for it, but yeah, we don't get any like. Well, no, I don't think any of our buildings are built to be earthquake proof, are they? It's not. It's not a problem for us, is it? I used to work doing this, Donny. I used to dry out flood damaged buildings and kind of like assess them for insurance purposes and that. A lot of the flooding in the UK is down to building on floodplains. Kind of stupid, mate. But that's kind of what they do. Build on places that get flooded out when it rains and then wonder why they get flooded out when it rains. Proper intelligent, really good. But that's why a lot of it is. Like we did for 12 months, town Ebden Bridge, and it flooded out. I think it was either 3 or 4 times in the year. It was incredible. It was incredible. And it was the same bloody houses every time. You dry them out, and then the week after you're going back in because it had rained again. It's what they do, Donna. It's what they do. It's they build on floodplains. It's crazy. It's just stupid. Pete, if Pete's still in, because Pete lives in like Haywood, so where where Haywood like is attached to Bury, there's a motorway bridge, and they've built a full like pub, hotel, and everything. But they must have done something because like I remember years ago that used to flood out in the winter, but it was like a bit of a surprise when they're building a hotel on it. But you never know. You never know. Didn't flood out every winter, but it floods out. I've seen it do it. When I was a kid, our house was sinking for similar reasons. Yeah, mate, this is it. There was some houses near us that were they're built right next to a river, and they all had to be have stanchions put underneath it to stop them sinking. Right near a river as well. That's just like asking for trouble, isn't it? Glad we don't get that sort of weather in the UK. I know Danish. I know. Can you imagine them like them hurricanes and that? It's frightening, isn't it? It's frightening. And we just see, like I say, we see the tail end of the US's bad weather, don't we? That's all we get, but it's still bad. But then you get your people that'll go out there and just to take a selfie, and it's like, what? Seen it this time, haven't we? People going out there, take a selfie, and then go, gone, blown away. Whereabouts are you in the UK, Danish? Out of interest. It is, yeah. UK. I think it's quite funny how they try to tell us that 2024 is going to be the hottest we've ever had it. I don't know about that. I've been sat at home with my jumper on half the way through the year. Hottest it's ever been. I don't think so. It was pretty hot in here in September. I had my central heating on. That's how hot it was. West Midlands. What's it like round there for shops, Danish? Is it pretty decent? Are you spoilt for choice, or have you got like one nice big shop? We do have a big shop local to us, but I don't like it. Have we seen any summer this year? I don't think we have, but apparently we've had the hottest summer ever, done it. So I don't remember it, to be perfectly honest. But it was only beginning of the year when they tried telling us that the 2nd of April they started telling us that March was the hottest March on record, and you were coming out defrosting your car. It's like, what? Are you trying to kid? They just try and blag you all the time, don't they? It's kind of what they do, innit? 10 minutes walk away. Yeah, mate, this is it. The hobby, I think the hobby is growing, though. The hobby is definitely growing, for sure. Yeah, mate, I'm from Bury, Donny, yeah. I'm a Bury lad. I'm quite lucky, me, mate, because I do have quite a lot of shops around here, but it would be nice to have a big shop open that's new. There is a big shop around here, but I don't like it. I love it. I love it. What, I can't go in. No, I can't go in. I can't give them any more money. There's two like good shops 3 mile either way from me, Donny. So I'm quite lucky, really. Say one of them's they both sell koi, but one of them's like won the koi supplier for the UK in the UK award. So for anyone that's in at the moment, I've got a video coming out on Thursday at 3:15, which is a sponsored video from Hyger. It's testing one of their new air pumps. They sell it as ultra quiet, so I kind of have an expectation for something that's sold as ultra quiet, especially air pumps, when we all kind of know air pumps tend to be not so quiet. So yeah, that's out on 3:15 Thursday afternoon GMT. So check it out, guys. It's quite a good video. That's all I'll really say on it, because it's not put this as a sponsored, but I'm just trying to promote that video a little bit. We do also do live streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. till 10. So come and join us there. We also then do a live stream Saturday afternoon from 2 p.m. GMT. That tends to go finish about 5 till 5:30. It's just a nice congregation of people from all over the world now that have such great knowledge. Like Ken earlier, I'm not sure if Ken's still here, but like Ken's just a hive of aquatic information, isn't he? And he does come in often. Obviously, that's why I make him a mod as well. He's a top guy, and he knows all kinds of stuff. So it's always good when you get people out coming in. We have a guy called Rainer that comes in who breeds seahorses. He breeds like betters and all kinds of things. So it's good. It's good we're getting these kind of people coming in. We've got our resident guppy breeder as well with Reese, and so it's like we're getting all these different people in that have these specialities. It's quality. It's really good. Really good. So I'd just like to thank everyone as well that does subscribe. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, think the subscribe button. Just try to grow. Ken's still here. He is. It's all good. It's all good. It's just been bigging you up there, Ken. Saying like it's great when we're getting people from all over the world coming in with these different knowledge and different things. It's so good. So that's kind of where we want to go and just grow it. So there's like such a hive of information that people can come and tap into. It's going to get to the point, hopefully, where I could just sit here and just like everyone just chat away. You was thinking Rochdale? No, mate. I'm on the outskirts of Rochdale. Well, I used to be. Now I'm not. I'm more like on the border of Bolton. But yeah, mate, not too far. I think we have a mutual friend actually, mate, on Facebook, who's like Rochdale way. But yeah, mate, I'm in Bury. So we was talking before. So like me and Will talk about the fertilizing of plants and things like that. So I do fertilize my CO2 tank with APT3, but I have started doing an additional fertilizer of phosphorus, or it might be potassium, I think it is, and iron. So me and Will have been talking kind of off air, if you will, on Instagram about the EI method. So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to look at ordering some of that fertilizer. So you make your own fertilizer, so you can kind of tune the fertilization better for the plants that you have. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm gonna get into and look at, and I maybe even do like a video, and we'll try and do that journey together and see what the score is, because apparently it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper to do than buying the fertilizers that we get in the shops, which you still have to do, then add additional fertilizers too. So how are the angels doing? Will? Well, mate, well, we did have eggs on the filter last week, but no, they got picked off. To be honest, mate, my angels are like really, really poor at keeping the babies. They do better on that side of the tank, because I like the filter intakes there, and see, I don't know why they always go outside of the tank. Crazy, they're never successful. That side though, they do get to like free swimming. But at the moment, we've still got cribs, baby cribs down here. I've counted at least 10 of them tonight. So that's all good. Tomorrow they're going to be able to have a feast of some baby brine shrimp as well. Now that's gone away. But I'm toying, Will, with getting some of those. I may keep the angels and have a look at some of those red devil angels. I was thinking maybe adding some red devils in there. Oh, God. Who knows? You never know. Is he not there tonight, Donnie? No. Oh, he's actually over here. He's over here tonight. He's there. He's normally sat on my shoulder, isn't he? But to be perfectly honest, tank's had a bit of a shock to the system over the past couple of days because I cleaned the filter out, which is like improved the flow on it massively because I did leave that way too long. But then I've also introduced the new air pump, which had 2 outlets on it, and it is powerful. You can it's adjustable as well. It's a really good one. So there's pure air getting pumped into there at the moment, so it's kind of knocked them all off kilter a little bit. But they'll soon be back. They'll soon be back. You'll see me back on my shoulder. Yeah, funny. I've got a white one at the moment. It's a bit of a concern, really. So there's a white one here, just kind of off camera. You see him there. And he kind of, to be honest, I thought it was spawning, but it kind of runs itself up the wood like it's spawning, but isn't. I don't really know. Don't really know what that'd be. If it's something I've never really seen before, it's like it kind of does it all the time, but it eats and yeah, strange. Gone for it's just the flow, I think, buddy. I think that's what it is. Like I say, there's a lot more air going into it. I can tell just by the surface agitation. So that pump, to be perfectly honest, is like proper decent as well. Try to hatch. You know, Will, I did once. That is originally what the shrimp tank was bought for. So when I bought the shrimp tank, the angels had spawned. So I was like, right, I wouldn't mind trying to save these. So I cycled, bought the little 19-litre tank. Thought it'd be ideal for growing some angelfish babies up a little bit. So I cycled it, got it ready. The angels spawned on the lotus tiger lily leaf, so I could cut that out and I put it in, and I transferred it over, and yeah, I just didn't have any luck whatsoever. So then I put shrimp in it. So yeah, mate, I have tried, but I wasn't successful. But it was, to be honest, it was a bit of a rush job. I wasn't really ready, and they spawned in a great place where I could get them out dead easy. But I wasn't ready, and the temperature wasn't right in the tank either. I think that's what the main problem was, really. So it kind of needs to be like at 82 for angelfish eggs, and the tank was like 78. So I think kind of that's what the problem was, really. Apparently they are good parents, mate. Yeah, but mine aren't. They're great at defending the eggs, but as soon as they go free swimming, I don't really see what happens. I have seen the eggs get attacked and savaged, but as for when they become free swimming, I don't know if they don't just eat them themselves. I'm not quite sure, because it's always at night time. You wake up the next morning, you go to bed and they'll have them, and then the next morning there'll be nothing. But it'd be nice. It would be nice to be able to put them in another tank and breed them and then take them out. But I just don't have that capacity. If I had a big place, you could set up a few breeding tanks, but I kind of set up a tank for breeding and then stick stuff in it. It's kind of what if I run it up with loads of tanks. Every time I buy a tank, it's for breeding in and then turn it into a community tank anyway. Yeah, maybe, Will. I'm not quite sure what core eggs need to be at, but I know angel eggs need to be at like 82. But they're running over them, and I just didn't have that capacity to do it properly at the time. And I'm very impatient. As soon as I realised the eggs had failed, something else went in there. I'm like, I can't just sit there waiting again. It is. This is the problem, Donna. I can't sit there watching an empty tank. Can't do it. I did it the other week with a CO2 tank, and I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit, but I do buzz on the CO2 tank because I'd gone down to one of the shops near me who sell shrimp, and I went down there looking for some blue shrimp, and they didn't have any blue shrimp. So I came home and I was like, oh, I wanted to put blue shrimp in the CO2 tank. Oh, what a bummer. By the end of that day, I'd transferred some red shrimp from the shrimp tank into the CO2 tank because I can't sit there and just like, I'll just put some of them in instead. Kind of kick myself because I wanted blue in there. Could have had a red tank and a blue tank. But when I look into the CO2 tank now, like tomorrow night, when I come home from work, I'm gonna have to cut my lawn on the CO2 tank. And last time I did it, there was just like pure little baby shrimp shooting out. So I kind of love it when I see it that, but it does kind of filter myself for not waiting and getting blues, because I think they've got blues now. I think you've seen it on Facebook that they've got blues in now. So this is it, Will. You've just got to try your best, haven't you? But it's like, if you're going to save them getting eaten, then half the battle in it. Have you tried? Has the bee pollen turned up yet, Will? Have you tried it? That'd be good, mate. The Corey fry will love that. It is. They are, Donny. The blue shrimp are bleeding gorgeous, aren't they? They are. There's something else. Put a clump in. Yeah, that's kind of. I do it in different ways, mate. I do. I kind of let it dissolve and pour it over through the shrimp tank, so all the little shrimp that are all over the place get a look in. But then, yeah, put a bit of a clump together and just drop it onto the shrimp feeding tray. They do it like that. But they love it. They do love it. It's like a superfood. I've got some new shrimp food as well. Where is it? I can't remember what it is. It's not what I thought it was. I thought I'd bought some shrimp powder. Have you seen the powders that you can buy? I thought it was that, but it's not. I got some of that anyway. But my My shrimp seem to like it, to be perfectly honest. Algae and vegetable. That's another food to add to the menu. There's something about bluefish. Just stand out and grab your attention. They look awesome. They do make the electric blue rams. I don't think there's any nicer fish out there really than the electric blue ram, especially like fresh water. They're stunning. Those neon blue gobies I have, they are like, they're beautiful. They are proper nice electric blue. Kind of love them. I think, guys, I'm going to call it a night because I'm a bit knackered now. Thanks to everyone that's been in tonight. All those guys in the States that have been in. Thank you. Ken, Will, Donny, Reese. Who else have we had in? Ken, Danish. Thanks to everyone for popping in tonight, this evening. And hopefully I will see you Wednesday, 8 o'clock. So hopefully we can meet up then. Cheers, Will. Hope you have a great few days, buddy. Electric blue Acara. Yeah, mate, they're another one, aren't they? They are stunning. Very, very, very beautiful fish. Guys, thanks so much. All the support's amazing. So I will see you hopefully Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Be careful if you can't be. Just whatever you're doing out there, guys, just be careful. See you all soon. Take care. See you now.